Hello everyone and welcome back to Carvenus 14. Now today is, a day where we make a video on Jinshi once again. Now I previously did just upload a build guide for Jinshi, but I completely forgot to mention why you guys should pull for Jinshi. Now, that's what we're going to be doing today. Also, I have actually lowered the in-game volume so that you guys can hear me better, because a lot of people were complaining in the Jinshi and Jue video, and even the video before that one, that the in-game volume was too loud and you can't hear me. So I did lower the volume, and well, here we are. So yeah. But I kind of want to make a quick guide video, not a guide video, but like a video on why I believe you guys should pull for Jinshi. Now, this is going to be both from a meta standpoint and a non-meta standpoint. Alright, so, first things first. Number one, she is one of the best looking characters in the game. Yeah, I know I said it. I mean, a lot of people think that she's not really that great because no mommy milkers, but hey, that is not really the thing that I look for in a... Okay, it is. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't care. Alright, frankly. I mean, to be fair, it definitely helps that she... her color palette is predominantly my favorite color, being white. And it also helps quite a lot that she has white hair. I mean, I like characters with white hair, and she's definitely one of the best looking characters. I mean, look at that Tacit Discord. I mean, the Tacit Mark placement. And it's white, and oh my god, she looks really, really nice. Like, I just like her, and her cool and quirky hair. Her cool and quirky hair is also something that makes me want to pull for her as well. So yeah, the first point mainly being design. Now, the second point, now, it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna say next, but she is the strongest damage dealer in the game as of right now. Like, I'm pretty sure Jinshi is the strongest burst damage dealer, meaning she deals a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, right? So there is that. Now, also, I did mention this in my guide video, but Jinshi is also one of the easier characters to play in the game, simply because it's very difficult to hit her, right? Because Jinshi is mid-air
Strike fast.
most of her entire rotation. Right? Like, she's mid-air most of her entire rotation. Another thing is that Jinshi has some of the best air traversal in the game.
Bask in starlight.
I mean, I'm obviously not that great at it, but she has some of the best air traversal in the game. Right? Like, you can stay airborne for a long, long time. A very long time. Now, point number 3, she has one of the best looking attack combos or attack strings in the entire game. Alright, and she also has some of the best sound effects as well. We'll start off with this one, so I'm going to kind of be quiet and show you guys what I mean. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? She has some of the best sound design, and that's not even the main stuff you're going to be doing. This is what you're going to be listening to. This is what you're going to be listening to.
Our lights shine through. Evil be cleansed.
I mean, need I say more? She has one of the best, no, the best looking attack strings in the game. I mean, she's up there with Chang-Li. I mean, Chang-Li quite literally turns into a phoenix, and Jinshi can utilize the powers of Jue and summon, well, Jue as well. From what I know, Jinshi doesn't summon Jue exactly. Jinshi summons an illusion.
For anything specific for you?
Shush! I mean, sorry, Jinshi, but I need you to be quiet now. Yeah, so, as far as I can tell, Jinshi summons an illusion. An illusion, basically, of Jue to do the damage. It's not the exact version of Jue, but it's a version of Jue that is made from, literally, Spectro, like the element. Yeah. Also, another thing, Jue's powers are shown as divine lightning, basically, or spectro lightning, which, well, in terms of mythology, especially in Asian mythology, lightning is seen as basically God's divinity, or God's main weapon, to smite down evil and stuff like that. So yeah, so the fact that Jue can utilize lightning is pretty cool, and it's golden lightning as well. Yeah, so for those of you Elden Ring fans out there with the Dragon Cult incantations, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah, so that's effectively it, really. I mean, there's not a lot of insane points, but Jinshi is, well, number one, in my opinion, one of the best looking characters in the game. Number two, she deals the most damage out of any other character in the game. Number three, she's very easy to play. Like, she's very easy to play. A lot of people think she's quite difficult, but the thing is Jinshi is really not that difficult to play, in my opinion. I mean, all you need to know is you want characters that, you know, use coordinated attacks on her team, and she's a very safe character to play as well, because obviously the fact that she can remain airborne means that she's very difficult to hit from for most, if not all, enemies in the game. Yeah. So there's that. She's very difficult to hit, and she's very easy to play, and she also has one of the most fun play styles. I would know, because I've had the opportunity to play every single character. I mean, everyone has the opportunity to play every single character in Depths of the Elusive Realm and even in some events. So out of all of the characters in the game, I can comfortably say Jinshi, at least for me personally, is the most fun I've ever played. She has one of the best looking aesthetics in terms of attack strings and combos. She also, yeah, I've already said that she looks quite good. Also, lore-wise, Jinshi is very cool. I mean, she literally, she is the magistrate, which means she's basically the president or the prime minister of all of Huanglong, effectively. So, being the magistrate, she's very powerful in terms of societal positions. And on top of that, she also inherited Jue's powers. Oh, well, spoiler alert, actually, I probably should have said, but lore-wise, she also has inherited Jue's powers in patch 1.1. So, yes, she's even more powerful now, which is kind of insane. Yeah, I mean, she does hold the powers of a sentinel within her now. So, yeah. And also lore-wise, Jue does have the ability to manipulate time to quite a decent degree. Yeah, Jue can stop time, rewind it, forward it, see through it, change certain aspects about it, create a time zone completely different to everything else, like what Jue did with Mount Firmament. So yeah, whether Jinshi inherits that power or not, we're not sure, but it's pretty cool. So yeah. Is there really anything else? Yes, actually. Jinshi is actually quite future-proof. I mean, think about it, right? If you pulled for Jinshi in patch 1.1, can you honestly say that Jinshi has been a bad unit? No, right? Jinshi has been the strongest damage dealer, and even with Camillia's release, Jinshi is still on top in terms of damage. Now, of course, Carlotta is going to be coming out in patch 2.0, and Jinshi may get, you know, maybe her damage queen status might effectively be gone and given to Carlotta, but that remains to be seen. Carlotta might not be as powerful as Jinshi, right? Yeah. In fact, I hope she's not, because the fact that, you know, a friggin' princess or a noble woman from a noble family is stronger than the president of an entire nation, yeah, who also holds the power of one of the seven sentinels, doesn't really feel right. So hopefully Kuro don't do injustice to Jinshi like that. And in my opinion, I think Jinshi is actually just going to get better and better from here on out, because well, at least I've already kind of discussed this in my previous videos of Jinshi, my Jinshi discussion videos, but Jinshi still doesn't have, like, her best-in-slot support, like a support that she can 100% utilize. Like, Carlotta will have Zheji, who she can use perfectly. Yin Lin and Zhang Liao are paired really well together. Ji Yan also has more Tefi. Yeah, so those 5-star units that are limited already have their perfect partners, but Jinshi doesn't really have a perfect partner, right? So Jinshi does still have room to improve. They might still make Jinshi they might be able to make Jinshi very strong with future releases and, you know, future weapons that come out, because, you know, there are some weapon types like Rectifiers and now Carlotta's weapon coming out with like 72% crit damage. Broadblades don't have that availability yet, so yeah. So there is a chance. There is a chance. There's a huge chance that Jinshi could just be getting stronger and stronger benefits in the future. Better echoes, better echo sets, you know, better characters, teammates that come out for her, you know, new mechanics that come out, things like that. So Jinshi is quite future-proof. In fact, Jinshi kind of reminds me of Zhao a little bit. Like, Zhao was a really, really strong hyper-carry DPS back in Genshin Impact when he came out. And Zhao wasn't... He was not really... he didn't really have the equipment he needed in order to, you know, remain relevant. But then Hoyoverse came out with a load of different buffs. He got 2 amazing artifact sets, right? Then he got like a decent amount of teammates that came out that made him really, really strong. And now Zhao is very, very competitive again, right? He's not really a hyper carry anymore. He was a hyper carry back when he was on release, but he just got I mean, there's obviously Nuvalet and Arlecchino, Mualani, Mavwika's coming out, so yeah, and then there's also Alhaitham. So there's a lot of hyper carries in the game now. So I wouldn't really class Zhao as a hyper carry anymore. He's kind of lost that status. But back in the day, he was like that. And I kind of think Jinshi is like that, where she's definitely been given more things to work with than Zhao, right? But she can always grow better. She still needs a best-in-slot teammate, like that she can utilize 100% of their kit. There's also the fact that, you know, Shorekeeper's kind of not really built well for, you know, Jinshi as well. Even though Shorekeeper is a universal support, Kuro clearly knew what they were doing. They realized that if we gave Shorekeeper some form of coordinated attacks, Jinshi would be way too overpowered. We already made her overpowered. We can't double down on that and make her even more ridiculous. So we somehow need to make Shorekeeper really amazing for everyone, but not really a huge upgrade for someone like Jinshi. And so they did. You're honestly telling me those butterflies could not have counted as coordinated attacks or something? Yeah, they easily could have been coded in as coordinated attacks. I mean, they function like coordinated attacks, but they don't count as coordinated attacks. So clearly Kuro knew what they were doing with Shorekeeper, right? So they already know how powerful Jinshi is. So I don't know, maybe they might be doing something with Jinshi where they might not make her stronger in the future, or they might genuinely be abiding their time. But as far as I can tell, guys, even if you are unsure about Jinshi, you do still need 3 DPSs, 3 main DPSs for the Tower of Adversity in order to clear all 3 floors. And Jinshi is an amazing, amazing DPS. I'm not even being biased here. You can check the footage out. Even at S0 R1, Jinshi is absolutely insane. She is really strong in terms of her damage output. She is very easy to play. She's quite easy to build as well. Her team comps aren't really that restrictive as people would think. Yeah, and she's also very free-to-play friendly in the fact that you can basically give her the bare minimum equipment and she will still deal a very nice amount of damage, right? Yeah, and Yuan Wu, who's a free character, is one of her best supports. And Verena is also a really competitive unit with Jinshi, right? And Verena is basically given to you for free if you choose her, right? So, yeah. That's basically the main reasons as to why I think you should pull for Jinshi. So, yeah, like, in terms of biasy and non-biasy, she's really good looking. Her lore is absolutely amazing. She's got one of the best personality in the game, in my opinion, if you guys do care about these things, of course. She has one of the best attack strings and attack combos in the game. Her sound effects are insane. She is also getting a skin in patch 2.0, which is really, really nice. Like, it's a beautiful skin, honestly. I'm definitely going to be getting it. Yeah, because Kuro does deserve our money with how nice they've been. So the skin she's getting is absolutely amazing. So she'll be the first character in the game to actually get a skin, right? A 5-star skin, technically. So yeah, it's a really, really nice skin as well. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out because it is a really amazing skin. They've honestly outdone themselves. They did a lot more than I thought they were going to. Yeah. It's a really, really nice skin, and in terms of the meta points, well, she has the highest damage output in the game as of right now. She's very easy to play. She's very safe to play as well. She is very free-to-play friendly. And that's about it, basically. But yeah, this has basically been a short video, well, short for me at least, compared to my other videos. But yeah, that's basically been the video, guys. Just a quick video on why I believe you guys should pull for Jinshi, both in my own opinion and in terms of just hard facts, right? Yeah, but if you guys do want a more in-depth look into Jinshi, I do have discussion videos talking about her, about some future things that could happen to Jinshi, and some very odd pairings that she kind of has with Shorekeeper and things like that. I've also just recently made a build guide as well for you guys to go and check out. So if you guys want more in-depth, you know, detailed videos on Jinshi in like a different light, because my Jinshi videos do explore topics that people don't really seem to talk about with Jinshi, so it's a bit of a unique, interesting perspective, I would say, not to toot my own horn. But if you guys do want more in-depth videos on Jinshi, check out my Jinshi playlist, which is in my playlist section on the channel page. I'm sure you guys can navigate to it. So, yeah, but you guys will find that there. I have been Carvenus14 and still am. And for those of you that are pulling for Jinshi, good luck. For those of you that are pulling for anyone else in the banners, Carlotta, Rochia, Jeji, good luck. And have a very Merry Christmas, everyone, because Christmas is going to be starting soon. So, have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you all, well, maybe this year, maybe I will make some videos this year. Maybe my next video will be next year. So yeah, but if this is my final video for the year, then don't be sad. I'll be back in about a few days if that's the case. So yeah. Actually, no, there is the other thing I plan on doing at the beginning of the year, so I might not be back for a while. But I'll be back. All right. I have been Carvenus14 and still am, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.